Hey everyone, welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to do one on Hyperlapse, and we're going to be using the Mini 3 Pro for this. I intended on using my Air 3, but because we're in such close proximity to Coolangatta Gold Coast Airport, I can't use that without special permission. So with the Mini 3 Pro, I can get a whole lot closer to the airport. The sun is going down and rather rapidly, so I did put a filter on earlier when the sun was glaring, sorry, I should say, the 32 ND32. So I'm going to change that according to the lighting conditions. So the first things, we're going to be doing a circle hyperlapse, and I'll get a little bit more into the settings when I put the drone in the air. Now, the first things that should be undertaken when setting up a hyperlapse is your checklist, your pre-flight checklist. Now, you have to make sure your battery, full battery, because hyperlapse do take a long time. They don't show it. The end result, 10, 13 seconds is on average, but that 13-second hyperlapse that you view on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok is actually probably about 20 minutes, the drone being up in the air. So make sure you got a full battery, and that's the advantage of using a Mini 3 Pro. I'm getting it with the intelligent flight battery. I'm getting 46 minutes of flight time. Not that my hyperlapse is going to take that long. But any case, make sure your controller is set up, fully charged as well. You don't want to lose signal from your controller if the battery goes flat in that, or not, it doesn't, it has a rechargeable battery, but anyway, blah, blah, blah. So I've got the Mini 3 Pro here. Like I said, I was going to use Big Brother, the DJI Air 3, maybe another time, because that'll be very interesting to see how the hyperlapse works out with the 70mm telephoto lens. So I'll get down, overlooking Coolangatta Airport. There's nothing really exciting to see. Hopefully we might see a plane take off or land. It's a little bit windy out there, still within the parameters of the Mini 3 Pro. I think it's around 36 kilometers an hour, the wind. The cloud movement will look good. I'm not trying to capture anything magnificent or cinematic. There's lots of tree movement, lots of cloud movement, so it's just a tutorial on how to get it going. So without further ado, I'll hook the drone up, power it on, and throw it up in the air, not literally, and I'll show you the settings, how to create a circle hyperlapse. That was real fitting, wasn't it? You walk out, now you're going to be on my YouTube. Okay, hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of the tutorial of hyperlapse. So I've got the drone up in the air now. I've got the ND16 filter, I think it is, I can't really remember. So anyway, let's get into it. So we go, click on the right side over here where you would choose video or photo. So we're going to go hyperlapse, and then we're going to press to the left of that, we're going to press circle. Okay, so what you need to do first when you go into circle, you need to, I'm just going to move this screen recording widget. Okay, you need to pick a subject. Right, we don't want it going too far, so I'm just going to, just for the sake of this, that's going to be my subject right there, smack bang in the middle of the screen, and that's just a couple of streets away from me. Okay, so now we're going to set our parameters. We want the photos at 3-second intervals. Now you'll notice the duration, that will change with each selection of the settings that I make. So the duration of this applies to the total hyperlapse duration, not anything per second or anything like that in between photos. So we're just going to make it a 15-second hyperlapse. I'm getting warnings. Speed, I like to go nice and slow, around about 0.2 meters per second. We'll set that. Set that gimbal up a little bit. Okay, the clouds are going to my right, so to get maximum effect, and this is what I'm trying to focus on here really, are the clouds. I'm going to go counterclockwise. Okay, so it's telling me it's going to take 18 minutes and 45 seconds, 375 frames, which essentially is 375 photos, and stitch it all together to become a video. Anyway, let's get into it. Press start, and away we go. Now the drone is just full autonomous. I don't have to do anything except keep an eye on it, and it's just going to do a circle hyperlapse, and we'll see how it works out. So it's already started. It's taken 3 images already. Very important just to keep an eye on your drone when it's in the air, and because it's autonomous, even more reason. Now I'm getting strong wind warnings here, and I need to make sure that I'm not going to lose reception between the controller and the drone. Alright, so we've got 18 minutes to go. We're not going to stand here and babble on while the drone's weaving its magic, so I'll leave it to do that exactly, and we'll get back into it once it's all wrapped up and created a video, as it does on the completion, and then I'll throw it up and show you what it turns out like. Okay, so there we have it. The drone has completed the circle mode hyperlapse. It's just creating a video now as we speak. So I just want to add something very important here. So I put my battery in fully charged, and it said I had about 40 odd minutes of flight time. Now, even though it was autonomous, I wasn't going all over the place, up, down, left, right, and doing a lot of things to use the battery. Just the fact that the drone was in constant movement. Yes, it was going slow at 0.2 meters per second. It was taking a lot of photos, and I'm down to 22% battery, so it's very, very important that you check the status of your battery before trying any type of hyperlapse, because the last thing you want is your drone falling out of the sky. Another thing is the cloud all but almost disappeared on me, which is counterproductive of what I was trying to capture the best, and the sun played a bit of havoc. But nonetheless, I think it turned out well, so the drone is returning home now. And I'm very happy with it so far, so I'll download everything and then upload it and see how we go, see how it all turns out. Now I must add, I did add 2 extra seconds of hyperlapse whilst the drone was in the air, and that added an extra 75 seconds of flight time. I'm getting to the critical stage of battery, so I'm going to land this drone and we'll get back to it with the finished product of the hyperlapse. Okay, well there we have it, everyone. As you can see, the hyperlapse turned out okay, not as planned as I expected. I thought I had the gimbal set a little bit higher to capture the cloud movement, which would have really capped it all off, but I didn't. There was a fair bit of traffic movement, but the tutorial was how to set and program a circle hyperlapse, and so mission accomplished in that aspect. Please take note of the important factors that I mentioned earlier about battery life. I did end up using the ND16 filter. I could have gone stronger, and I have the Polar Pro ND filters, not the freewheel filters. I use the freewheel filters on the Air Free, but on the Mini Free Pro I have the Polar Pro, a lot better filter in my opinion. But anyway, that's not what the tutorial's about. So I hope you liked it, and as always, if you've enjoyed it, learned something from it, please give a thumbs up. Always goes a long way, and as always, much appreciated. See you next time.